Hello, this is Rail-Ryder, and if you think that the July releases was the last set of products Lionel will announce this year, you're wrong. Thank God. Lionel just decided to release more catalogs, but with less products in each catalog. So let's dive in, the Lionel September releases. Seriously, why is Lionel calling it releases? If they're releasing it, it'll be out now, the products. But no, this is an announcement. On this page, you'll find an annoying lion that you want to punch in the face. It's the Lenny Awards, where Lionel celebrates this hobby by giving out rewards to best anything, like best layouts, or best hobby shops, or best rail fans on YouTube, you know. And you can vote for it. It's basically a model train version of the Oscars. The Oatos. Lionel may not be able to make up for last catalog's lack of steam engines, but they can at least do better. Which isn't saying much, but still. This is the only legacy steam engine in this catalog, and thank God that Lionel is trying to make this one exciting and trying to attract pre-orders with this one. They're doing that by giving it all the bells and whistles. Literally. This is the cheapest engine with both whistle steam and swinging bells since the Pennsylvania H10s. And if you have a small 031 layout and want a train with a lot of features, this is the engine for you. I find these ones underrated. Many people have been complaining about the prices and saying that the Lion Chief ones are way cheaper. Well, these ones have these features, so does this explain why it's more expensive? Plus, it's the same price as the cheapest engine from this catalog. I think the price is fine. I mean, we all know what Lionel Legacy Steam prices are like, right? The ET44s. Try not to mistake them for the ES44s because there is a big difference. There is a big difference, can you tell? Lionel didn't do any fantasy schemes with this one, did they? The rest of them are Canadian National Heritage units. They could have picked a better paint scheme for the Illinois Central one. This one has Road Pacific details, but, I mean, come on, they're all Canadian National. If they're all from the same railroad, wouldn't they have the same detailing? Well, there's Area 51, but since it's a fantasy scheme, Lionel can get away with giving it the same detailing as the Canadian National ones. The E8s. Some of these come with both an F7 diesel and an E8. The two diesels may look alike. F7s are smaller and have two four-wheel bogies. E8s are bigger and have two six-wheel bogies. The E8s get the electronics for the speakers and stuff because they're bigger. For the passenger cars, Lionel usually releases the 21-inch passenger cars, and the biggest problem with those is that they require 054 curves, which is a pretty wide curves, while Lionel has switched to a smaller 18-inch passenger cars. Yet they still require 054 curves. Back to the diesels. length 34 inches, and each of them are 17 inches.
Really? I wonder how that works. One of them is smaller than the other.
If I get one, I'll probably pick Burlington Northern because I've been to the Illinois Railway Museum, and those are the engines at the Illinois Railway Museum. The SD-80 Max. I would have loved to see a Union Pacific one, but turns out Lionel's not doing that. Custom runs, we need you. So it appears that this catalog has more legacy engines than last catalog. I mean, they both had 3 different legacy diesels, but then you add the steam engines and then we get more legacy. The exhibit cars. They're basically rolling museums. There's no lights because there's no windows, that's what Lionel said. However, there are windows on the doors. The doors! Then you've got more freight cars when there are clearly cheaper ones on eBay. Unless if you want one with auto frames on it so badly. Or a Woodside reefer load. That's it for the skill stuff. On to the Lion Chief Plus 2.0 stuff. Starting with the Lion Chief Plus 2.0060Ts. So this catalog does a better job with steam than last catalog. Last catalog had 1 steam with crappy electronics. This one has 2, and both of them have better electronics. The first time Lionel released these, they were insanely successful, and the hardest part of making these is fitting all the electronics inside. Lionel had to make new parts because they are so small, they are so tiny. That's the real reason why the sounds are so crappy. Not because of it's a Lion Chief Plus 2.0, but because it's so small they couldn't fit a proper speaker. Reasons for its success? Many people just wanted these tiny, cutesy little bastards. Some people just love small engines. I even bought one of them. Well, a different version. But still. Then we've got some full-length dome cars, and there are no matching other passenger cars for these in this catalog. The Bluetooth box cars. They're basically like your annoying loud-ass Bluetooth speaker that you want your roommate to turn down, except that they're in the appearance of a box car. And they're powered by the track. Maybe you should find some of those 10-hour videos of clickety-clack sounds to make your layout more realistic. But if the train stops and it's still playing clickety-clack sounds, not so much. These boxcars will give you the endless joy of switching modes between Wi-Fi connections. Because of the Cab 3 app, Lionel trains are now controlled with your phone. It needs some kind of Wi-Fi connection to work. But to play the clickety-clack sounds from the 10-hour YouTube videos, you need YouTube and you'll need Wi-Fi for that. So exit out of Wi-Fi from the base 3 and go to the Wi-Fi from the internet to play that video. And if you want to control your train again, you have to exit out of the Wi-Fi from the internet and go back to the Cab 3 base. Sounds simple enough, right? Okay, maybe you could use 2 devices. Or maybe you can control the engine with the TMCC remote. Or use a DCS remote if you're using an MPH engine. It's just a ridiculous thought, that is.
You can also get it in the form of a music store. Then we've got a sports shop, Boston and Maine 190th anniversary boxcars, and oh boy, I'm sure that one will sell. And that's it for the catalog. The only reason why I'm not complaining as much is because it's better than last one. Well, there are no Lion Chief stuff, and there are no Star Wars stuff. Good riddance.
This catalog does have more things to get excited over. I'll get the 080s, there's no way I'll say no to that. Maybe a Bluetooth boxcar. Maybe I'll just connect it to my laptop or something. And I'm kind of in the mood for those Burlington Northern diesels. I don't know if they got in the Mars light right on the E8, because on the real E8 there is no Mars light, but they do have a smaller red one.